Gods. The entire country up in flames.
Ebdahi warned punishment awaited Edirn, that he would show the land no mercy.
What in God's names did you do to him, Rayla?
Nilfgaard offered us an alliance against the rest of the north, but Demoven declined, in his clipped soldier's speech. They say Ebdahi flew into a rage and swore he'd reduce Edirn to rubble.
Any of you seen Nimoy? Was bound here from Icon. Any of you...
The Lyrians arrived at an ancient, half-desiccated beach. Its trunk sat atop a tangle of thick roots, and scraps of paper covered with tiny scribblings fluttered over it from top to bottom. Travelers crowded all around. Barefoot refugees, bony pilgrims, peddlers with armored escorts, and shifty-eyed men with the haggard look of deserters.
The Wayfarer's Beach,
Rayla said.
Travellers of all sorts swap tales here. Perhaps we can glean something about our...
Disregarding matters of status and station, Meve personally asked the travelers for the latest news. They soon transformed from terse to talkative, sharing tales of an elven bandit named Eldain, a Nilfgaardian general called Frighev who murdered an entire village, and a sorceress who cure any ailment for a few coppers. Then a blood-curdling scream put a halt to the gossip. Meve's soldiers had begun to quarrel with the merchant's guards, one of whom now lay dead on the ground, his throat a gaping wound.
De Filk, besmirched your honour, your grace. Said you took tail and ran from Lyria like a belted bitch.
The travellers were unmoved by this explanation. They demanded the Lyrian soldier be punished according to Edirn's laws, by chopping off the hand that dealt the fatal blow. Meve walked up to the accused soldier who awaited her verdict with tears in his eyes. She put her hand on his shoulder.
This man defended my honor.
The Queen proclaimed loudly.
For this he deserves not punishment, but praise. And you remember, whoever defames my name shall soon regret it.
Meve's unit marched off to the sound of jeers and curses. But her soldiers held their heads high, proud of their queen.
You'd fucking...
Ravens are always trailing armies. Ravens and beasts. Tucked a bushel of grain away in my shack.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
The chase is on!
And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
For Demavend!
Discipline shall bring us victory! Yeah, yeah! You mad? Don't shake that! This could hurt.
Ah!
We'll catch 'em all! Hey? Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Soon after entering Edirn, Meve ordered a halt. She wished to sit with Black Rayla and plan their onward march, for Rayla knew every path in the realm, including ones not drawn on any map. They were hard at work when shouts rang out among the tents.
One final time I shall say it. As your senior officer, I order you to depart the training grounds, or...
Or what, pray tell? You'll have me drop and give you 50?
What is the meaning of this?
Your Grace, I had thought to use this interval to drill the recruits, teach them...
To walk.
to maneuver, Gascon. A world of difference. In perfect harmony must soldiers traverse the field of battle. Otherwise, they could break formation. The enemy would penetrate our lines, and our army could be slaughtered.
And therein lies the rub, dear Reynard. Army. This is no army, but a band of partisans. If we do not adapt to the rules of desperation, if we adhere instead to the Academy Codex, we shall lose. Laying traps, wiping tracks, that's what we should teach the lads. Not marching to the beat.
All my eye. A fighting force must have discipline. Otherwise, tactics and planning are impossible. A soldier must obey orders.
A point on which we all agree. And since they are mine to give, I order you both to calm yourselves at once, and never air your squabbles in front of the men again. Our resources are limited. We cannot do everything at once. Prepare your proposed plans for training the recruits, and I shall decide which we shall follow. Clear? Then get to work.
Stop your yapping and start digging. Gonna need 3 buckets of nails and a tub full of pegs. Don't you worry yourself, Your Grace. We'll get her done in no time. Pissing in the moat? Oh, you're dead.
Your Grace.
Meve heard Reynard call out from behind her.
A scout's returned. Claims to bear an urgent message.
The Queen halted her horse and waited for the soldier to reach her. He abandoned all formalities and jumped straight to the point.
Milady, a black-clad caravan, armed to the hilt, rides this way. To believe the rumours, they're hauling a load of war loot back south.
Reynard gave...
Indeed. An opportunity we cannot ignore.
The Queen said.
Your unit will block their path. Gascon and his men will hide in the wood. We must drive them into the ambush! Follow me!
Order!
Watch your heads!
We're close, Your Grace.
Sure took your time. Thought you'd forgotten about me. Now! Quick and painful this'll be.
Catch!
Wise choice.
Left, right, left, right.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
I'll fight to my last breath.
are we here?
Gotta get our asses moving.
You can try to win them all, but you won't. Brach! Scheiß! In! Zwei!
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
Ja, ja!
Off to the front yet again.
No time for that!
We'll catch 'em all!
Quiet! What the guns are we here?
The caravan is ours, milady.
Their plan ended in success, the Nilfgaardians crushed. As soon as the dust had settled, Meve tore the canvas off the nearby wagons to see what precious loot they had so carefully guarded. She expected to find... Meve ordered the prisoners freed and discovered they were Edirnian peasants on their way to dig canals and dredge swamps as forced laborers.
You are free. You can return to your homes.
The Queen said. If she expected words of thanks and gratitude, she was in for a disappointment.
What homes, my lady?
Asked one of the peasants, holding back tears.
Took our land, they did. Nothing we have now. Not a rag to wear, not a crumb to eat. Leave us, we die. Soldiers don't do us in, monsters will. Us human hunger and cold don't get us first.
The Queen was about to answer when she heard Gascon, standing behind her, whisper,
Before you make any rash promises, please, some maths. Dozens of hungry mouths.
I attacked this caravan hoping to fill my coffers.
the Queen said.
Instead, I have only secured a new drain upon them. But very well. In these ill times, we northerners must help our own. Women and children in the wagons. The men shall march alongside to the rear. I warn you, if you cannot keep pace, we shall leave you by the roadside. Move out!
The Queen's gaze momentarily caught the eyes of an old woman her soldiers were helping onto a wagon. Tears of gratitude poured down her soot-stained face, across hard lines left by years of